Hi all, very good afternoon. Today we are going to see about Azure, virtual machine types and disks. The VM types are classified into general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized and graphical user optimized. High performance compute is also another type of VM type. VMs are created based on the use cases. For example, for a dev and test environment, you can use general purpose. If you require high CPU utilization, then you can use compute optimized. If you require high memory, then you can go for memory optimized. If your application is going to use a lot of storage space, then you can go for storage optimized. If you are going to use the machine for graphics and scientific purpose, research purpose, then you can go for GPU and high performance compute optimized. What are the various type of series of instances? That they are BD series. These VMs are for development and testing purpose, like we discussed earlier. F series for analytics and gaming purpose. E and M series for memory large requirement. If you require a large space of memory, then you can use E and M series. For example, in big data, a data is divided into small chunks and which causes a huge space. For that purpose, E and M series is used. For hosting SAP services like SAP HANA, ABAP basis, you can use E and M series. LSV2 series for database requirement like SQL, NoSQL. NC and ND series is for gaming and AI/ML training purpose. H series is for scientific purpose, weather forecasting and molecular modeling, biomedical, all this kind of purpose. See, you are going to use Azure portal and you are not sure like what type of instance to use, then you can use these two types of instances. One is B2 ATS version 2, free services is eligible for this. Whereas the low price is B2 TS version 2 low price. These machine types can be used for learning and testing purposes. Okay, types of types of options provided to create a VM in Azure. No infrastructure redundancy required. This means your virtual machine will be created in a dedicated hardware machine. If the hardware machine fails, then you will lose your virtual machine. Availability zone. Virtual machines are stored in multiple zones, like multiple data center. Your virtual machine is spin across multiple data center in the same region. Availability set. Virtual machines are stored in same region, same data center, but in different rack. For example, in a rack you have blade server 1, blade server 2, blade server 3. Your virtual machine is split between blade server 1 and blade server 3. Both blades 3 blade servers are present in the same rack. Virtual machine scale sets used to create identical virtual machines for auto scaling load balancing purpose. For auto scaling, you use identical virtual machines in order to distribute the load across the instances. For this purpose, you can use virtual machine scale sets. Let's see how to create a virtual machine and attach a disk to it. The types of disk in Azure VM, they are OS disk. This disk is created when you create a virtual machine. Data disk. This disk you additionally create and attach it to the existing virtual machine. Temporary disk. This comes while creating a VM. Thanks. Now let's see how to create a virtual machine and how to create a disk. Okay. Let's first create a virtual machine. Navigate to portal.azure.com and click on create virtual machine. Choose your resource group. All these things we discussed in the earlier videos. Region I'll choose Central India. Availability zone I'll choose default. The zone 1 I'll choose. Security type is for testing purpose, I am using trusted launch virtual machines. I'm using Ubuntu OS x64 architecture, and here I choose B2S V2. The SSH public key is for authentication purpose, and I'm going to use port SSH 22. We need to download the private key now in order to log into the machine. I'll download the private key. We need to convert this private key .pem into .ppk. .pem. Now I'm going to save it as .ppk. You can see ppk is created. Let's see the virtual machine status. It is running. Let's stop this. This virtual machine is located in central India, so we need to create a disk in central India. This is OS disk, which comes when we create the disk. When we create the VM, I'm choosing the resource group. I'm giving the disk name. This is Asia Pacific South India. This should be changed to Central India. I'll choose this size as 8 GB. No need encryption. You can't attach a disk to a running instance, so we need to stop the instance. And now I created a disk. The disk is created. Now let's navigate to virtual machine. Go to disk. Here choose attach existing disk, and here choose your virtual machine. I mean the VM. Okay, it is added. Navigate to virtual machine now. Let's log into the virtual machine. This is the IP address. Here we need to choose the key. Go to credentials. Go to browse. Advent. This one is the key. Click on open. This is not getting connected because our virtual machine is in stopped state. We need to start it. Okay, it is getting started. In the meantime, we'll keep everything ready. Okay, it is running now. Let's connect. We have to use the username as Azure user. Okay, now let's use top command. The CPU utilization is normal. There is no utility. Let's use lsblk list block. This is SDA. SDB. It is 30 GB. Our disk is SDA 8 GB. Now I'm giving this command fdisk slash dev slash sdb sda. We need permission. Do hyphen I fdisk slash sd slash dev slash sda. Now I'm going to create a new partition. Click on N. Primary partition, not extending. So this is a primary partition. Give P. Partition number set to default. These things are default. Last sector disk values default. Now click on P. The partition is created. It shows this. Now click on W. It will write. Okay. Now mkfs dot ext4. Make file system extension 4 slash dev slash sda. Let's check again. lsblk. Okay, we have to go mkfs.ext4 slash dev slash sda1. Okay, now file system is created. Sda1 disk is formatted. We have to mount this to a directory. ls ls nothing is there. Now we have to slash dev slash sda1 to slash data. We have to mount it. ls uh, lsblk. As you could see, sda1 became part of data. Now we have to uh, make entries in the slash etc slash fs tab in order to make this particular partition as a root volume, not root volume, as a part of the existing volumes, so that if the machine is rebooted, this disk should be present. Fdisk slash na- nano slash etc slash fs tab. Prior going to this, we need the UUID. UID is every server will be every disk will be having a unique identification number. This is the UID. Nano slash etc slash fstem. Navigate here, paste it, make some changes, keep ext4 and remove the rest. Give slash data ext4. Give the dump value as 0 and the last setter value as 0. Control exit, save modified web areas. Now if you check, SDA1 disk is part of data.